My name is Nick Solomon and I'm the resort manager at One&Only Cape Town. I started working in the hospitality industry when I was 12 years old. That's where my love for food and beverage came from. I worked as a waiter, and after that I thought, let me go spend some time in the kitchen and learn how to actually make the food that I was carrying out. And I did that for a couple of years. I worked as a chef, but I soon realized that my love for people would never be satisfied by being locked up in in a kitchen. So I enrolled in hotel school, and I spent 3 years studying there and continued working as a chef. Throughout my career, I've been lucky enough to work in a variety of different places, in a variety of different departments, and in different hotels, big and small. And that's given me a really good holistic understanding of how a hotel operates, and it's allowed me to see that there's no one way to run a place, that there's no cookie cutter approach, that every property requires different focus and every operation is different. And it's helped me to see that continuous innovation is required, and that I always need to be looking for ways to improve things and to do things better. The hospitality industry has kept me agile and on my toes by giving me opportunities to move around quite often to many different countries and many different environments. And what that does is it forces you to think on your feet and to look for new approaches that are going to work in different situations. I have an ability to interact with all types of people, and to get on and to form genuine relationships with all types of people, whether it be my colleagues, whether it be guests, whether it be journalists and media or travel agents. And it's one of the things that I love, is just being in an environment where I get to interact with different people at different levels all day, every day. Hospitality it's a calling. It's something that you can get hooked to. There's excitement. Every day is different. We talk about spinning in the hospitality world, and that's when you get so caught up in your day and so caught up in your task and in all of the pressures that are going on that the time seems to fly by. But it's almost like you get a kick out of it. I like seeing other people succeed, and I like a big part of my job as the resort manager is to get the best out of my team. The biggest, most consistent lesson that I've encountered throughout my career in hospitality is the importance of having a team that backs you. And it sounds like it sounds simple, but it's surprising how many leaders overlook that. The right calls aren't always going to be the popular ones, and sometimes you have to be candid and you have to be direct, but always consider the feelings of the people that you're dealing with. And I guess to sum it up in a line, be hard on standards, but be soft on staff. One&Only's managed to gain the respect of the staff by genuinely displaying care. If you've got a happy team of people working for you, they'll do anything. They'll come to work and they'll put all of their energy into their jobs. It becomes more about a passion, and becomes more about working for each other and working towards one common goal, as opposed to coming in and punching in and punching out. And the team here has really managed to achieve that. It's something that starts from the top and it filters all the way down, and that's really what's allowed us to get such a successful hotel going with such a motivated and happy team of people. I love my job and I love coming to work every day, but I've also learned that if you don't feel like you're coming to a home or to a warm family and to a group of people that you want to be around, you're never going to be happy in your job. And that's why in every team that I've ever been involved with, I've always tried to promote togetherness as much as I possibly can, and I think it's one of the keys to any successful business. At the One&Only, the team sitting around the XCOM table, they're out there to make each other's lives easier. There's a great support structure in the XCOM. Everybody's got great relationships, and it's really even more than a friendship, I'd say. One feels like you can go to any member of the XCOM and discuss any internal issues, even if it's completely unrelated to their department. At the end of the day, we're all managers, we're all leaders, and we all grapple with with similar challenges. And then someone like Richard has got a wealth of experience. He's been in the industry for many years, and I don't think there's any situation that he hasn't faced and that he hasn't overcome. So he's always someone that we can all go to for advice and as someone to lean on. You know, when you go into XCOM, you're now managing managers. You know, you're managing people that are experts in their field, and you need to let them do their jobs. That's why they're there. You can't stifle them. You know, as long as you set the parameters, as long as you make sure that they know what their jobs are, you know, as long as you kind of guide them back onto course if they deviate, that's your role. Your role is to make sure that they've got everything that they need. Your job is to lead them and get the best out of them. I'm very lucky to have a relationship like that with Richard as my leader, and you know, that's taught me how to behave in a similar manner with the people that report to me, that I lead. In order to be successful on XCOM or as any leader, you need to have a desire to succeed, and the most important thing is learning from the people around you, you know, and taking other people's opinions, you know, on board, and you know, realizing that you're not the expert in everything. That's why you've got a team of experts around you. I feel really proud when I speak to guests and they tell me about how, you know, how happy our staff are, how genuinely pleased they seem to be at work. It really makes me feel like I'm doing my job well as a leader. I'm making people, you know, feel that they're wanted, that you know, that they are working in an environment that they're happy in, and that we're here to look after them and to make sure that they grow and that they can achieve their goals.